Hi everybody. Salam alaikum shalamutas. This is Donna Alatami. Okay, so basically I am married, right, for 2.5 years, right? And this nigga got, I'm not gonna say deployed because I'm not allowed to use those terms in my famous lifestyle, but let me just say he just has work in Japan, I guess you could say, okay? So he has to go work in Japan for 6 months, right? And on the third day that he was in Japan, that motherfucker downloaded Tinder and I was sad. But then I saw the bank statements and I saw that he paid $124 for Tinder membership. So when you pay for Tinder membership, like premium services, it's basically so you can get better matches, faster matches. It's gonna like pump you out to like girls a lot faster and kind of like highlight your profile so you can get more matches, more chances to meet women, more chances to talk to women. And everybody knows Tinder is for hookups. It's not for friends, it's not for anything like that. It's literally for hookups, right? So yeah, he downloaded Tinder when he got there. He paid for the membership and it really crushed me because I got like a little hint that he was on Tinder and I was like, that's kind of weird because before he left, we were talking about, okay, we're gonna be together, we're gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna be here in Hawaii, I'm gonna work my ass off, and then he's gonna be over there going to the gym and saving money. Like, that's literally what the plan was. Then we're gonna come back when he gets back here in June from Japan. We're gonna buy a house in Virginia or wherever he wanted to buy a house, and we agreed on wherever like to buy a house, right? Like that was the fucking plan. And that's literally what I had in my head. And also what I had in my head was like, you know what? I'm 25, I wanna have kids. He's not too big on kids, but I think it's like having like to take care of a little human being intimidates him. But I was thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna pursue him to be like, hey, no, like let's have kids, because to me, he'd be an amazing father. Like regardless of everything that just happened, like I can say my nigga would be an amazing father. He's really patient, he's really sweet with kids, he's so amazing with kids. Like he'd be a great ass dad, right? So I was like, okay, like when he comes back, like yes, we're gonna get a house, we're gonna stay together, be like honest and work hard together. Like we're gonna be working hard for this property. And on top of that, like I, at least on my side, really wanted to start a family, right? So I confronted him about having Tinder when he was in Japan. I confronted him and he basically lied to me. I was like, oh my God, like, he was like, silly ass or something. And, oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting distracted. There's like the TV, my dog, this freaking box over here. Like, everything literally distracts me. Okay, right? So I got a little hint that he was on Tinder and I was like, oh my God, there's no way. So I made a Tinder with a fake name, with a fake profile, with a fake age, with the fake pictures, with everything. I made a Tinder and I put it where he was. Well, I knew he was in Okinawa. But I didn't know like how big Okinawa is, or I don't know anything from Japan. So I had my friend come over. Let's just call her Erica. My friend Erica, she came over and I had her nigga drop a pin and I zoomed in because he's staying in the same like housing as my nigga. So I, got it down to exactly like where he could be. So I made my Tinder account, dropped it exactly there with a 5-mile radius, and and oh my God, I was at work, guys. Like I was doing people's lashes and I was like whenever I was waiting for the glue to dry, I was like swipe, not him, no, wait, no. And when I saw it, I was like with my client and oh my God, like I saw like we matched and it hurt me. Like he matched, like he actually did have a Tinder. That freaking hurt me. And his bio was like, hey, come on, let's chat, you know, and like that hurt me. And also, he was posing himself as a single white male. That freaking hurt me because he's not single, and our plans were very big. And like, I just don't get how you could be single. And like, you know, to me, it made it feel like he left with intentions to cheat. Like, he thought about that here in Hawaii, and then when he got over there, he was like, haha, time to put this shit in action, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, like, let me just, I was like tearing up, girl. Like, my voice was cracking, like I was tearing up. I was just like, I cannot believe this is not fucking serious. But like, even his profile was verified, which means like he did a face verification thing. So I told my client, like, she was just like telling me all this positive shit. Like, girl, no, like, I swear, all my clients, I'm an esthetician, all my clients, like, they'll always be like, girl, you work so much. Oh my God, you work so much. Like, whenever I tell them like any drama that's going on between me and my husband, they'd be like, oh, well, like, you work so much. Like, how can anyone want to be mean to you? Like, you make your own money. Like, you're such a team player. Like, what the hell, you know? And mind you, me and my husband, I'll be honest, since like I really don't have much to this. Like, me and my husband, we were gonna buy a house, right, together, and it's been my dream to buy a house. It always has been, since literally forever, and I'm just glad that I'm bigger now and I can actually buy a house, you know. But we got approved together for $800,000, which, believe it or not, that is a lot of money, but for Donna Latavi, it's not enough. So we were gonna try to counter offer and be like, hey, no, can we get a little bit more than $1 million? Because I really wanted to buy my dream home. I'm 25. My savings is since I was 20, and it's a really good amount of money in my opinion, and it's something that I'm proud of. And it's a lot of minimum wage jobs savings. Okay, it's a lot of shitty jobs that I had to take a lot of shit for. That's my whole savings, but I was down to put it on a freaking house with me and my husband's name on it, because to me, like, we're a team, right? And we were gonna be a family, right? So yeah, so okay, my client, she left, and oh God, like, I was like, what do I do? I told one of my best friends, I was like, we matched on Tinder and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh my God, did you make a fake profile? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, what pictures did you use? And that really hurt too, because the pictures on Tinder that I used were of this really attractive, really pretty, thin girl. And that's just not me. So there goes my self-esteem, thinking like I'm the shit. So she told me, hey girl, like, he's gonna be gone over there for 6 months. Why don't you live it the fuck up here in Hawaii? And I'm like, girl, like, I may be a bad bitch, I may be a boss bitch, I may be all this shit, but when it comes to emotional shit, like, once it's there, it's like a gray cloud that follows me, and I cannot function at all. Like, I can't, I guess I could like put on a poker face, you know, and like make shit happen, but I can't like cheat. Like, okay, you want to cheat? Like, let me cheat back. No. Okay, he has Tinder. Let me have Tinder too. Like, let me like, oh, he ate some girl's ass. Okay, let me start sucking dick. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, oh, he bought her a $500, I don't know, gift. Like, oh yeah, let me go buy this other person a $500 gift. Like, I don't do that. I can't do that, because when I love, it's like just you. Like, you could be butt ugly, you could be missing 3 teeth in the front, you could be broke, you could be in need of like help and stuff. Like, I just look so past it, because if you could love me, like, I will literally give you my freaking organs, like, you know. So I confronted my husband about the Tinder account. Yeah, so my first friend was like, girl, just shut the fuck up and just pretend you didn't see it. Talk to him like normal and live it up. And then my other friend was like, girl, well, you know what he's up to. you need to meet someone else that wants to be with you. This is your time to go out and date guys, have fun. Like, you're living in a 3-bedroom house for free for the next 6 months. Like, live it up. Like, all my girls are telling me, like, girl, you're better than this. Like, you don't deserve this shit. Like, what the fuck? But to me, it's just like, oh, I just can't believe it. So I took 3 days off of work. Well, actually, let me go back a little bit. So I confronted my husband because he said something to me like, oh, you're so silly. Haha, you're a silly ass. And then I was like, well, you're a cheater ass. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, dude, don't lie to me. He's like, what? I'm like, you have Tinder. He's like, oh, I got hacked. And I'm like, no, you didn't, because it's photo verified, you know? And then he said it was my fault and that I suck, that I'm a shitty ass wife and I fucking suck and I can't make him happy and I suck and I am horrible and all this friggin' things, like just insulting me and insulting me and insulting me. And mind you, like, yeah, the insults hurt, but when my husband insults, it's not like he wants to insult. It's just he's like, oh my God, I made a big mess and I don't know how to get out of it because you suck. Like, you know what I mean? He's deflecting as fuck. Like, I know him. And then he ended up confessing after like 2 whole hours that, yeah, he does have Tinder and I don't care. And I was like, well, what did you spend $124 on? And he was like, on my game. I was like, because I called Apple and they told me it was Tinder. And he was like, again, like, you suck, you're a shitty ass wife and this, you suck, why would I want to be with you, why would I want to be with you? And mind you, like, before he left, we were like, yo, let's work hard, great, like, be positive, like, you're going to be gone for 6 months, like, be positive when you come back, we're having a fucking property together, and on my part, like, I wanted to start a family, you know, like we had all these like things, and like for him to just land there, and on the 3rd day of being there, he fucking downloaded Tinder with intentions of meeting other women. For what? Like, everybody knows Tinder is all about fucking, you know? Like, so you just wanted to go there and over there and like fuck? Like, what? You know what I mean? So I took 3 days off of work. Oh yeah, so I confronted him about Tinder. He confessed and he was insulting me, and then I just hung up on him, and then I just cried myself to sleep, and I could not like sleep for more than 5 hours. I wake up and I check and he still had Tinder. It's like so stupid. Like, he spent 100, and I feel like he still had Tinder because he just spent $124 on Tinder, and he's like, well, I don't want to delete the account because I already spent $124. Like, remember when I said like money means a lot to him because he doesn't have a lot of it, you know what I mean? So I had to beg him to delete Tinder, which is really humiliating. But yeah, so then he ended up deleting Tinder, but I still think he does have Tinder. I mean, he's in Japan, like, I can't check his phone or, you know, the Apple Store, or his subscription on his, you know, Apple ID stuff. But all my friends are like, tell his command, tell his higher ups, tell on him, get him in trouble. And I'm like, you know, I want to, but that's like the man. Like, this is gonna sound so shitty, but like, he could literally come back and like do this shit all over again. Like, I'll still want to be with him. I'll still like want to love him. But I just love him, so I don't want to hurt him like that. But sometimes when he's so mean, he's just so mean. Like, and I feel like if he got caught and he was like, yeah, I'm stupid, I suck, and then try to make it up to me, and then, you know, just was nice to me about it, like, I could possibly let it go, but shit would still hurt. But according to him, like, I can't hold grudges, I can't be sad, I can't be anything. So now he really wants a divorce, and it's like so stupid because I feel like he wants a divorce because he got caught cheating. Like, why is it that you want a divorce? Why is it that, like, why is this happening? I don't know, guys. My plans. Oh yeah, he kept saying Tinder is not adultery, Tinder is not adultery, Tinder is not adultery. Tinder is adultery. Like, I'm here living in a 3-bedroom house and there's so many guys around me. There's literally 25 guys for one girl around me. Like, so many guys. And some of them are really tall and skinny and fucking ugly. And some of them look like fucking, I don't know, Greek gods. Like, they look so fucking good. Like, but I don't even look at them. Like, I've had guys approach me and ask me for my numbers. Like, I always been like, I know you're a setup. Haha. Bye. Like, I've always been like that. I forgot where I was going with that, but oh yeah, so like, yeah, it's really over. And part of me just wants to tattle on him and get him in as much trouble as it can, because someone like him and his job shouldn't be doing shit like that. So I do want to get him in trouble, but it's like, for what, you know? Because I know this means a lot to him. Like, you could literally talk all this shit about me and all my bosses and stuff like that. Like, I'll still have a job, but for him, no, it's like he can't have room to fuck up, but he's the one fucking up. Like if I were to tell his boss, like, hey, he has Tinder and he paid for it and we don't really have money, he'd get in trouble. And then he'd come to me and be like, I'm in trouble because of you. But it's like, dude, you literally set yourself up, you know? So now, today, this happened today. We're talking here and there, but like, there's so much like tension between us. This happened like all like 10 days ago. There's so much tension between us. But today I asked him if he could pay for my nails. He said no.